you're out and about and you don't know the laws of the area in which you are occupying, and you happen to do something that might get you in trouble, or you might be accused of something which you did not in fact do, you are prepared to either defend yourself or prevent the situation from happening. And, you know, as you move around not only the United States, but the globe, the repercussions get more severe if you do not know the, you know, legal statutes that you're supposed to abide by, while you're occupying someone else's space. So I think it's just a respect thing. I respect the law to a certain extent, so I expect for it to respect me, but in certain instances, like the one in which I, experienced in Des Moines, it was totally out of line, disrespectful, and broken. So I was able to defend myself because I was prepared, because I read up on that prior to arriving. Wake up. I'm in total pain. Like, I'm in pain. First car wreck ever. Happened maybe a week before this incident, right? And me, I'm a 6'2" baby. So this is like total pain. And I didn't really even want to get out of bed that morning. But I got up. And I proceed to, go through the motions. I get dressed. I pick out clothes. I look at the temperature. I'm like, okay, cool. It's, such and such temperature. But this is like Iowa. I only brought really cold clothes to wear because, like I said, I'm like from the deep south, the very deep south, where the only weather we really have is like hot and muggy, so, and rain. Anything that's below maybe 65 to 60 is jacket weather for me. So I was working, doing like canvassing work for a politician, working for this guy. And job was simple enough. I'm a political scientist. So I'm out talking to people, just, asking them what they thought about voting, what they thought about candidates and things like that. I was in such pain that I stopped for a second, which was right after lunch. I just finished eating lunch. I was kind of tired. Back was hurting from the car wreck. Type all this stuff up. And I see this rock sitting on the sidewalk just about. And I said, hey, this looks like a very comfortable rock to sit down on. No, I didn't. I just saw somewhere to, what I'm saying, sit down for a second, type this report, and get going. Didn't even sit there for longer than maybe like a minute, 30 seconds, right? And I'm walking around this neighborhood, sit at this rock, a minute, 30 seconds. I'm on the phone with my good friend, and, she's back in Louisiana. She's actually back in Baton Rouge, and we're talking while I'm typing these reports. I see this police officer trailing me, and he pulls up, and he hops out of the car. Immediately, he hops out. I'm looking around, and I'm like, okay, cool. There's like a lady walking her dog. I her walking up the street. I see a guy, walking in the street. I'm looking. And I tell the girl on the phone, I was like, yo, this dude just pulled up on me. This is about to be some BS. Listen to this. And he hops out. And he says he's, with West Des Moines or something like that police department. And I'm looking at all the people. And immediately I'm like, yo, I'm the only black person out here. I know what's going on. The police, as a black man, when you're minding your business, is never a good sign. So, I immediately asked him, what's the issue? Like, what's going on? What's up? And he begins to run me this city ordinance about, like, soliciting. Boom. Preparation. This is like my first time ever having to do a canvassing job. I've never had to work anything like that or work doing campaigning or working on a campaign. So with that being said, I read up on all the rules and regulations, how this thing goes, right? And that was maybe a couple days before. So, off tops, I'm like, okay, cool, bro. You're talking about solicitation. Well, sir, I'm not soliciting anything because what I have in my hand, which you don't need to look at because it's none of your business, because I'm an American citizen, and you'd be violating my amendment, my Fourth Amendment, actually, by looking at whatever I have in my hand. I'm not soliciting.
We're way off.
3809 traffic. 3809. Grand Prairie Parkway and UV with Edward Henry Union 798.
Hi, sir. Yes, I'm out straight to West Des Moines Police Department. The reason why I'm talking to you today is someone called in about you. Are you just handing out flyers?
What am I doing wrong?
I didn't know. People were concerned.
Yeah, concerned for what?
Their neighborhoods.
Hold on one second.
So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out what we're concerned about.
Well, in West Des Moines, we have a soliciting ordinance, so if you're knocking on people's doors...
Yeah, soliciting is what? Offering services.
Yeah.
I'm not offering a service. Okay, so with that being said, I'd like you to leave me alone, sir. I'm not broken any laws.
Well, I'm still doing an investigation, because if you're recording me, I'm still recording too, so it's okay.
Investigating what, sir?
The suspicious person, they called in about you.
Okay.
Do you have an ID with you?
No, I don't.
Do you have your name?
No. Am I under arrest?
No.
Okay.
So I'm investigating.
What? You talking to me, right?
I can, actually, yes. You're a suspicious person. Someone called me about...
Suspicious how?
A neighbor called over here, so I don't understand why you're being difficult about this.
I'm not being difficult about anything, because I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay.
So with that being said, I'll go.
Tried to break contact because I don't feel comfortable talking to him. And when I tried to break contact with him after letting him know that I wasn't soliciting, as well as letting him know that I declined a consensual contact or interview, which I also read up on. Not so much that recent, but more so in a constitutional law class that I took at Southern when I was going there. I had this really dope teacher. He made us read up on Terry stops and what to do during Terry stops, because as young black political scientists in America, we should all know what to do during Terry stops.
$5,700 block of Aspen. Stop. I'm telling you to stop, and I'm not going to tell you again.
Now, what will you do if I don't stop?
I will detain you.
Detain me for what?
You're not listening. I'm doing an investigation of a suspicious person.
Suspicious person? Have I broken any laws?
That's not the point.
Any laws?
Someone called you, and it's a suspicious person.
Okay, and? You can be a suspicious person? Mr.
Really?
Ray?
Really?
I feel like you're a suspicious person.
How would I be suspicious?
You look suspicious to me.
Okay, how would that be?
You're a white man. You're suspicious to me.
I'm suspicious to you because I'm a white person.
Yeah, with a gun. You're suspicious to me.
No, stop.
I haven't done anything out of the way. You can't arrest me. Arrest me right now if you want to.
You're turn around and get my back.
For what?
Because you're not. Stop. Turn around.
What have I done?
Because you're not listening to me.
What have I done wrong, sir?
Get your hand. Get the phone out of my face. Because you're not. I'm investigating a
Sir,
suspicious
what have I
person.
done wrong? I'm not suspicious. I haven't done anything. I'm walking up the street. I haven't done anything wrong. I don't have
Neighbors have called on you.
Sir, I don't care if anyone has called on me. This is not their area.
This is actually a public roadway. So
Okay. It's a public roadway. That means that I have the right to be on this roadway. Yes or no?
everybody has the right to be on the public roadway.
So I am not a
So you don't have the right to be on anybody else's property or privilege.
I'm not on anybody.
Why would someone call it in?
That's their concern.
So they're concerned.
Listen, I'm recording right now because this person just walked up on me saying I'm a suspicious person.
Because you're not listening.
I do things here, but I'm.
Where are you from?
I decided to start recording and get off the phone with my friend, because once I don't know, it's just the way that he approached it. It just seems like he was already intent on making it an issue. So when he had I didn't really want an issue. I wanted to just be left alone. So I started recording just in case. Because like I said, I'm a black man in America. My greatest fear is getting gunned down by a police officer. And me having to have a funeral with them 6 people carrying me. And my family sitting on the front row. So I started recording to make him think twice. And after him following me for a minute, I started getting kind of antsy as well as irritated. For one, like I said, black man America definitely could gun you down in your back, especially if they felt like you was reaching for something. So, the person called me back where the video cuts off. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going to even let him get the one up and say that I'm doing anything. So back to recording. I hang up the phone, I go back to recording. He's telling me some crazy information about how I'm not able to walk up the street, even though it's public property. So, as you can see in the video, I keep trying to walk on, and he won't let me. So, at that point in time, I begin to try to walk further.
Cooperative and refusing to identify himself.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to identify myself. You don't have to do anything. If I have not broken any laws, I don't have to.
West Down, we were 58th and Aspen.
If I've not broken a law, you have no reason to detain me. If you had a reason to detain you would have detained me already.
I can actually, yes, I can. Because you're not listening to my directions. You're not following. Turn around right now.
Sir,
turn around. I'm done.
So you're going to arrest me?
I'm detaining you.
For what?
Resistant.
For what?
Because you're not listening to what I'm saying. Do not be resistant towards me.
All right.
I'm detained.
You have done it.
Yep.
You're a fool. You are a real fool, sir. And could you tell me what I am in touch with?
Yes, because you wouldn't follow my directives.
Your directives. And what were your directives?
I told you to stop numerous times.
And I asked you for what?
And I asked you to identify yourself because I'm investigating a suspicious person. Someone had worried.
Worried about what? Have I tried to enter anyone's property?
They were concerned, so yes, you're gonna.
Okay. No, I have not. Show me evidence where I've entered someone's property without them knowing. Show me
There
evidence.
were 2 calls on you about entering people's areas.
No, they weren't. Listen to me, sir. I can tell you for sure I haven't done anything wrong. I have not broken any laws. So I suggest you let me out of these handcuffs immediately. Investigating what? I have not done anything. Okay. You can't just run up on anyone and just say, hey, you look suspicious.
He told you to stop. He didn't.
And we had calls on you, like I told you.
You're practicing stop and frisk right now. I'm not.
No.
No, you're under arrest. So
Under arrest for what? Under arrest for what? What have I done wrong?
you didn't identify yourself. You didn't stop when he asked you to.
Okay.
Okay, this is what I'm asking. That's all I'm asking for is your name and date of birth, man.
All right. Okay.
So I can log someone.
Okay.
So what's the issue here, man?
There is an issue. I
Sit
haven't
back
done
here.
anything wrong.
Sit back here.
I have not done a thing
Why would you not listen to me?
wrong, sir. Let me out of these handcuffs immediately.
Back here.
Okay.
William. I just want to walk him and get him out of here because people were concerned because he was.
And they're taking me to the police car. And the guy's like, hey, I don't. The guy knows that he's doing wrong, which is crazy. See, let me tell you how a system will always defend itself. The guy knows that he's doing wrong, right? But his buddy who just pulled up, who knows nothing about what's going on, says, hey, take him in. If he doesn't want to cooperate with you, arrest him. The guy knew, the church guy apparently knew that, there was none whatsoever. But I did that was wrong. The second guy, being a part of the system, that the first police officer was Because there were several points where they could have just let me go. But because this crooked system that's rigged to capture African American males and females and enslave them or incarcerate them on a mass scale, definitely took advantage of me. Because, like I said, nothing was wrong, nothing was did out of the ordinary, but because of one police officer's word, who knew nothing of the law, they arrested me, handcuffed me, and interrogated me, and took me to the police station, right? My boss actually pulled up at the scene when they were arresting me, which is crazy. Because they said they had no idea what I was doing out there. Before they left, before the police car pulled off, my boss was standing out there talking to the guys. But because the police officer's ego was so bruised because I challenged the system, he decided to take me anyway. So they take me down to the police station. The whole time, I'm asking them questions like, hey, why would you pull up on a young black man who's not doing anything but minding his business? You see my campaign flyers. The dummies looked at the flyers. They pulled them out and put them. The dudes reached in my pocket and grabbed them like they was gonna pull out an 8-ball or something. Like they was gonna pull out like a kilo or something. They pulled out, or they was gonna pull out somebody's belongings, stolen belongings. They pulled out campaign flyers and took me to jail for it, right? So I get down there. We get to the front gate. I'm grilling them. I'm like, yo, why would you take me to jail? Like, you see these campaign flyers. You see who I work for. You see what I'm doing. Do you not care? Do you not care that you're abusing your authority? Because before anything, honestly, sir, yeah, I'm a black man, right? But you're abusing the Constitution. You're not just abusing a citizen, you're abusing the Constitution, you're abusing the oath, you're abusing everything that you put your right hand on the Bible and swear it upon, swear to your God upon. You said you was gonna uphold it, and you didn't. And I'm sitting here telling you that you didn't, and you still got me in the back of this car. And he just would not listen. We get up to the microphone, right? To where we are getting ready to go into the jail. And you know what this person has the audacity to say in the microphone? He says, hey, we have another boy for you. After I heard that right there rocked me harder than when I got pulled over when I was 17. Dude said, I have another boy for you. And the whole time I'm sitting here telling him, like, bro, I'm not a boy. I'm a grown man. I'm 24 years old. I have a college education. I'm a grad student. Like, what boy? When you talk to me correct. And the whole time I'm saying this in shackles, because it wasn't just my hands that were cuffed. They shackled my legs too. you know how demeaning that is to have your legs shackled? That's like that's like with the I still can't find anything more like humiliating than that. Like in all of my years of being on earth, having my legs shackled.
Did you ask them why that was necessary?
They said it was necessary because they didn't know who I was and what I was doing. They said I could be a fugitive for all they knew. And then even after, I said, okay, you know what? What is it going to take for me to get these shackles off of myself? They said, tell us who you are. Tell them who I am. I'm sitting in a jail cell, right? And it's like 20 other guys in there. 20 other guys. And I'm talking to them. And I'm talking to them too. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I've been in college. Yeah, I've done all of the productive stuff. But I also grew up in like a very rough area. So it's like, okay, cool. These type of people are not foreign. It's not the type of people that I want to be around. I'm not saying, hey, I was in there like networking or anything, but I was trying to figure out why I walk in and everybody I see walking in is black and Latino. So I'm talking to them. Hey, my man, what did you do? What are you in here for? What are you doing? And everybody is getting caught up on pretextual stops and little BS charges like mine, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So apparently this is an issue because I'm really talking to these people like I'm like, okay, this is definitely an issue where y'all are being like, there are people being targeted by this police department. And you can't even say it's not a thing because I'm looking at how y'all rolling all of these minorities in. And when y'all rolling these minorities in, you talking about you got another boy for y'all. So this isn't a one-off kind of thing. This is something that y'all do on the regular, something that's systematic.